Hey, what's up, guys? It's your buddy Keith, and I'm back live in the control room at Essex Recording Studios just outside London in England. And I've got three of the personal Judas Priest guitars owned by Mr. Andy Sneap of Judas Priest. These were his ESP Edwards Flying V's. There's a great shot of him on stage playing this bad boy. But he brought him here to us. There's an hour-long interview on the channel, and you got to see that. But we're going to show you these guitars up close and get a little more personal with them. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Friends, guys, we've passed 2 million views. How epic is that? We've passed 2 million views on the channel, over 6,500 subscribers. We're getting bigger every single day. Yes. So let's chat about this. What is the Edwards brand? For those of you that are not familiar, Edwards is what ESP uses for their domestic Japanese market. You know, ESP is a Japanese company. They're all built in Japan. LTD is their budget line or student line, I guess you could say. Although some of those are very, very pro guitars that are built in Korea or elsewhere. I guess you could say LTD to ESP is like what Epiphone is to Gibson. But Edwards is a different story. Edwards is essentially the name they use to make Gibson designs, plain and simple, you know? And that's what we've got here. We've got some classic Gibson Flying V's. And then this one over here is kind of like a Hamer Vector. This thing is just epic. The flame top, absolutely beautiful. We'll get into that. So let's talk about the differences between these three. Well, you've got the more traditional, I guess you could say, truss rod cover with the logo. And you also have the very familiar Gibson design with pickguard on these. 3-control layout with toggle switch. Very, very cool. You've got Seymour Duncans over here, but Fishman's. Andy's got a great relationship with the, I guess, the head of marketing over at Fishman, who's really big on pushing these out to all the major artists. Killswitch Engage, I think, was one of the biggest artists to start using these. And here they are on Andy's guitars. So that's really cool. We've got small block inlays here with binding. And then dot inlays, no binding. And here we've got your kind of classic Les Paul trapezoid style inlays with binding on the neck and body. Wow. For weight, really interesting is that this one of these is super, super light. I think it's this one. Yeah. So it's definitely this one. This thing is crazy light. If you want an agile, maybe the lightest weight Flying V on the planet, get this one. You're not going to kill your back, your neck, or anything with this. It's just absolutely insane. Sounds great. What else can we talk about here? I think we need to I'll tell you what, we'll go one by one. We'll put them down on the old bench and just walk around the whole thing. So this is like a vintage white color. And it's nice because I think if you had a bright Olympic white with the white pickguard, it would look weird. So you get that really cool contrast. This thing's been toured around the world. This is absolutely wild. Beautiful rosewood fretboard. They don't do the fret nibs on the ESPs or the Edwards. So you have the traditional rock metal guitar style frets. I guess that would be a difference to Gibson, which does use the fret nibs. Some people like them, some people hate them. Tell you what a pain in the ass if you have to do a refret, because I don't know if there's any way you can salvage those nibs. Maybe someone can speak up on the channel about that if they have any experience with it. This back here is a USB to recharge the pickups. How cool is that? Man, beautiful. And you've got Grover locking tuners. It's 2014 model. Fantastic condition for something that's been toured around the world. Really, really cool. All right, we'll put this one over here. Next, the light one. This thing, man, this thing's got to weigh like 4 pounds. I'm guessing it's crazy light. Another beautiful finish. You can see the wood through the lacquer. Looks like it's a 3-piece body. And I tell you what, it looks like mahogany, but it doesn't feel like mahogany. It is super, super light. You've got the old witches' hats, the controls. You see more Duncans. And then a much more traditional dot inlay neck. As far as fret sizes, these look like smaller frets. Yeah, they are. So you've got larger frets on these two. And this one's got the smaller style. Cool. All right, and on the back, yep, again, you can see that body. Let's get in focus here. It's a bit hard for this thing to focus with the spotlight directly above. It's kind of throwing off the camera a little bit. There we go. So you can see the wood there and a lot of fingerprints. And this is a 2012, so it's an earlier model. It's got locking tuners. Not sure what brand they are. They look great. So those have been swapped out. Fantastic guitar. Put that over there. We'll just put it right back up. And then this bad boy. I love the top on this, and I love these chrome Fishmans. They just look awesome. Just run down the top here. Very much has that 3D kind of animated effect. Just looking here at these stripes as we go back and forth. Look at how they appear, disappear. It's really cool to see in person. And a little bit different, you have 4-knob, kind of Les Paul style, input jack in the usual place. No pick guard, which is great. I think it would be a crime to have a pick guard with a top this pretty. And then nice chrome hardware with all the luxury options, the body binding, neck binding, trapezoid inlays, bullet truss rod cover with the Edwards logo and mother of pearl at the top. And on the back, you've got a thicker neck profile on this. This is more, how would I describe this? I would say this is more like a, especially down here, more like a maybe 59 Les Paul, like a thicker, chunkier Les Paul neck. So that's a very interesting neck profile, because you can just see it visually. It is thin up here, but it does get thicker in this region. See if I missed that with these. If it's any different. Now, this is definitely thinner. As I'm pretty sure this one is too. Yeah. This one does get a bit thicker down towards the bottom. But this one more so. Cool. And the back of this, you have like a flame mahogany effect. That you can see all of these kind of flaming stripes. See, as we go back and forth, it's the same thing as the maple. See, look here and look here as we go back and forth, and you'll see it kind of animate. Really cool. Beautiful piece of wood. This one is looks like a 2005. And you've got USA Spurzle locking tuners. I saw one thing on the side here. I don't know if that's where they had a strap button. No, it's just a piece of, it's just where the lacquer got chipped. But aside from that, I think that's the worst thing on all three of them. These are all very well kept, very clean, and owned by a legend. Absolute legend. Alright guys, I'll probably do some videos individually, but I wanted to show you off the whole Andy Sneap collection. Make sure you follow us on all our socials, and these will be going up on Reverb and our website, EssexRecordingStudios.com. Later guys.